Heena, recording?
Yeah, that's there. It's just going live and I need to get the live link. Got it. Okay. Okay, welcome to Author series. And this is a very special episode. First, because it is the last episode of this series. And second, but not least one, that today is Women's Day. And that's why I'm considering this as not just a wrap-up session, but also a very special session due to Women's Day. And also it is colliding with Mahashivratri. So very special occasion where masculine and feminine energies are coming up together. And yes, so we have a special guest, the 12th author in the series, when they all 12 together were the warriors. If I describe her with a one filmy dialogue, it would be, तुम मुझे भूल नहीं सकते और मैं तुम्हें भुलाने नहीं दूंगी. With spark in her eyes, thrill in her voice, and magic in her stories, she has built up a replica of her being through her book, What Do You Do When Life Calls You? And if you ask me what is my personal label to her, it would be Metaphor Queen. Hailing from the corporate background where she has worked with Fortune 500 listed companies as well, Abida is not just has limited herself to the corporate life, she has extended her horizons by adding many feathers to her cap. And those feathers are memory coach, I guess memory champion, because she knows the better term. And apart from that, she's an NLP trainer, certified NLP trainer. She's a Vedic maths teacher as well. And on top of that, a brilliant storyteller. And with this book, as I already said, she has brought her replica and she has put her soul into the book, because one thing which you will see in the book is metaphor. And one thing which you will get from the book is a lot of motivation. So welcome, Abida, to Author series. You have a special one on Women's Day. Happy Women's Day to you. We all symbolize power. So happy, powerful day to you as well.
Thank you, Heena. And I'll say a happy Women's Day to everyone over here. And I'll say that the way you put forward your words to describe someone, we feel special about it. Mostly, yes, I do. Because your words make us realize that there's so much within us which you have seen, I have not seen. So thank you. Thank you for that description. And yes, if I can say authors to authors series today, I'm over here. Like, you know, when the book was about to get completed, I was having a smile on my face. A smile on my face, not only because I'm completing a book, because of a memory which took me back to my teenage days when I was in 8th, 9th, and 10th. I was a girl who used to hate writing essays, comprehensions, letters I used to hate the most. So when I used to go for my tuitions, I used to tell my tuition teacher, give me anything, give me maths, I'm okay with it. Not writing something. I don't want to write. And I used to literally come down with tears that, please, no writing. And when I completed this book, I felt, wow, what a journey. You know? So I'll say thank you. Thank you to you for being there in this journey throughout.
Wow. And it's more like I'm more thankful to you. It's lesser like because what I learn as a book coach is definitely beyond than what I maybe offer to you guys. So thank you for adding all that beautiful insights with your writing, with your book. That is very, in fact, each of the book is very close to my heart. So thank you so much. And since it is a Women's Day special, don't expect the same questions, please. So there will be a little bit of change just to have a spice of Women's Day as well. And there would be impromptu things as well. So Abida, and I know she will be handling it really well. Okay, Abida. So the very first question, as instead of asking what is there in the book, I would, since you are a metaphor queen, let's turn it into a metaphor. And what if this book was a person? What would the book speak to its readers? What would it say?
Okay, then I have to take my book over here.
Sure.
So this is the book which I have written. Okay. And I'm really thankful to you to get it online in a live session in front of everyone. As you know, I even write poems, the poems which, we all say. And when I had to write the description of my book, I think so it is really speaking as a speaker. So what I have written as a description can define your answer now. So let me read that out. Are these the characters of the story or different parts of you? Are these your reflections or just someone else's you? No matter how much you know, still you know how to win the show with the calmness that you carry and with questions igniting inner glow. Do you envision wings to fly above the clouds? Or do you swim in your self-doubt? There is only one thing that has depth. It is your understanding of your belief's breadth. If you're looking for something, it is time to look within you, because it's you who is in every bit of this book. And this book is just for you.
Wow. Although this is not the first time I'm listening to you, but it always feels like first time, because the way you say it, it makes it all together refresh and makes everybody rejuvenated. So that's why a metaphor queen. Okay, so that brings me to the next part, which is I consider is a very important part, and it is based on my firm belief that you don't write a book, the book writes you. And while keeping that in mind, I would love to ask you that, can you describe through a metaphor again what happens in an author's mind when
we
they are
write a
book? Yes, when they are writing the book, what is the writing process all about through a metaphor?
Have you seen a sea,
Mm-hmm.
an ocean? Have you seen it?
Yes.
It's the same thing. When you see it, it looks vast. Far beyond, it looks calm. The waves hits the shore. There are high tides and low tides. This is what is seen. And deep within it, there are pearls to be explored. There are so much pearls to be explored that you get them only when you deep dive inside yourself. So for an author, it is important to be above as well as deep dive within to know yourself and then express. And I feel the flow just carries it like the flow in the ocean.
Wow. That literally took me to the ocean. Very beautiful. I absolutely loved it. Uh, and there's one question which always, I guess, those who are thinking to dive into this ocean of writing are always on the toes to know this part of the author. So one is the very beautiful transformation which happens, and the another one is that cocoon to butterfly stage, where you come out and there is a bit of painful moment, or maybe that limiting belief which comes as a mirror is being shown to you. So what were those for you? What were those things for you which served like a mirror was shown to you, a limiting belief which came up and then you conquered it?
As I started my journey
Mhm.
by saying that as a teen, I used to make a cry. I can say a hue and a cry if I have to
Mhm.
write something. On the other side, I used to love narrating stories at that time also. I used to love reading books.
Mhm.
The only challenge was I never thought from chapter 1 to chapter 10, I will sit and write at once. That was
Mm.
my biggest limiting belief. As you know, I even write poems and I have never compiled it together because I felt these are my emotions, I'm flowing it off, that's it. So compiling, getting it together was something I never did it, a limiting belief, I can say. So in this journey, there were lots of limiting beliefs which got broken up. You know, as a writer, you sometimes feel you need that quietness to sit and write. The way you have pushed us, right, you have to write, you have to keep it as a consistent habit, made us feel that, you have to write. And, I never went for solitude at that time. I used to sit and write when my husband was around me. He was driving the car. I used to write in the car in between the sounds of the traffic. I was in a doctor's place for a dentist appointment. I was writing over there. So the limiting belief that you have to sit at one corner and write, that was broken. You can write anywhere and everywhere. When you feel that you should really do it, you should really make your dream come true, and then you need the right support. One more thing I'll say. In this writing journey, there are many challenges which comes up. And I'll say those are important. As you told, the stages of a butterfly. It will never happen till the challenges are not faced. So there were challenges where time was a limitation. Going back to your recordings was not possible because I don't know where to go and search what I want to search for. Though your training has given us an ocean of knowledge for book writing, still going back and seeing those recordings and finding out was not that like possible. And at that time, I was like, what should I do when I have a limited time? How should I cope up with this when I have a question and I want to overcome this? And there somewhere, all of a sudden, I go to my bookshelf and I pick up this book.
Oh, wow.
This book has really helped me in times when I didn't have time. The Writer's Code book written by you, Heena, I'm seriously telling you, there were times when I was doing my editing also. I felt how, what, when I was doing my writing, how, what. And that point, I was not able to go to the recordings. I just removed this, opened it up to the page where I want to see, and I got the answer within
Wow.
few minutes. So thank you for such a book, which delivers everything in it for a writer, I can say. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Wow. I'm overwhelmed actually. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's actually rewarding to see that, because I feel like if it is making difference with one line to one person, that's enough for me. That's the trophy for me. Rather than, thinking about the bestseller and all, that is a later part. So thank you so much.
It made a lot of difference to my life, I can say, as a writer.
And so is your book doing now. Wonderful. Okay, so Abida, you have had, like, from what I knew about you when we were just NLP classmates, and after that when the book writing came, when we got into TTT, I wasn't much aware about your educational or work background, apart from one thing, which was your memory championship. Uh, and you were there. And the Vedic maths and the corporate career was like maybe we never discussed, despite having lot many conversations. So from corporate to memory coach to Vedic maths to NLP and then author, how does it feel to don different hats?
I love varieties, to tell you the truth.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do
And
I.
I can say the hat was the same. The feathers were very different. I picked the feathers which I liked and I put it in my hat because the hat was me and I was ready to add any feathers to it to beautify it. Okay. So the hat was me and I changed my roles. And I think that we all change our roles in every part of our life, where it is a man or a woman. So from a child to a student to a college to a corporate, and then this vast journey of memory. Memory came as a blessing during the time of COVID because I was like, always looking for something which can accelerate the learning of children. Because I know academically it's a major challenge for every child. When I saw the movie Three Idiots and that scene where that boy was not able to submit his project. Give me some sunshine, give me some rain, give me another chance. I want to grow up once again. The song, that song had a major impact because so many children in this world give up this battle of academics because they don't know what to do when they fail. They don't know how to cope up with this. Yes. This year, people are writing their board exams. After a few months, when the results will be out, we might have lost so many children in this world. Why didn't we give them that sunshine? Why didn't we give them that rain? And why didn't we give ourselves when we were growing up? Because the shadows of studies overtook us. Yes, so this was a change where I wanted to get to make learning easy for kids. Maths is something, a challenging subject for everyone, most of it. Very few love it. So that was again an area of interest for me. What is challenging, make it easy.
Yeah.
And I think so. NLP is something which teaches you how to blend everything in life.
Yes.
So NLP has been a great journey. And NLP has been the journey where this opportunity of book writing came into picture. So I'm really thankful to Mehenosh and Pawan. And because of NLP, I think so, today I'm in touch with you and today I'm over here. So I'm blessed.
Indeed. We all are like the best, I guess, community, or I call it family. It's my second family. So very blessed to be there in NLP and having like-minded people, a very safe space. So it's actually very beautiful and serene. Okay, so a fun question. If a song could tell what your book is about, which song it would be? Hindi, English, any song would do.
Today's Women's Day.
Uh-huh.
And on Women's Day, from nearly a decade, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
At least, I heard one song. This women's, because the first time I heard that song, it got so connected to me. And I think so today, that only song can relate to this.
Mm-hmm.
The song is by Times of India on Women's Day for Women.
Oh.
And the song goes like this.
Mm-hmm.
वो खिड़कियां जो बंद है उसे खोल दो, जो दबी सी बात दिल में है उसे बोल दो, रोशनी हर जगह फिर से बिखरे, फिर सुबह होने दो. And here it is. Oh, women, we love the girl in you. I want to just change it as, oh, everyone, we love the child in you. So
wow.
Live that childhood part of your life. Yes, so this book is just as this song is. We have always closed ourselves, closed our windows, our doors. So just open it. Let the light of the sun rays enter us. And what is, hidden in your heart and in your lips, just tell it off. But in a good way, in a way where you build up rapport and say it. And After that, रोशनी फिर हर जगह फिर से बिखरे, फिर सुबह होने दो, and let again a morning arise.
Wow.
And everyone, please love the child in you. Yes. So this book is something I can describe in a poem like that, like, a song.
Very empowering. Just one word came to my mind. Very empowering. And with that, let's move to the next part. Next question. Since it is a Women's Day, I would love to ask you, without giving my opinion beforehand, what is your thoughts, or what are your thoughts on women authors and women authors in India?
Okay, first I'll talk about women authors. International Women's Day. So, women authors. I'll say that, women have one leverage above than men. Might be because of the society norms. Women are allowed to express themselves freely. You can cry. You can tell out your emotions. At that place, we hold back the men at most of the places. Like, how can you cry? To a man, we ask. It doesn't suit you. So when a woman has this freedom of expression, she has the freedom to write it in her book. She has that freedom to be very vulnerable in her book. She has that freedom that the world will not judge her. And if they judge her also, she feels it's okay because I have expressed what I have to express. So I feel a woman can be very expressive in writing. She can pour out her heart. She can be vulnerable. That is the best part of it. And about women authors, I can say Shobha De, Arundhati Roy, and Sudha Murthy. They are the best examples. For India, I can say they are the best examples of today, yes.
You forgot to add your name.
And yes, I was going to say that. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say when it came out from your mouth, my name sounded much better. Yes.
Wow. That's what. Don't forget to add your name. Wonderful. Abida, Women's Day and a weekend and the final episode of the series. Considering all that in mind, I thought that, let's make it a bit more special. And I would love to request you, if you're okay with that, to read a small chapter from your book and give the audience a thought-provoking question as a token of thanks for being here.
Okay. So let me give a glimpse of 2 stories where I was stuck as a writer. There was this chapter 4 where I was stuck as a writer. And I didn't know how to go ahead. Because this book had characters, animal characters. A reason for getting animal characters is no cultural background to it, no religion background to it, no gender background to it. So we are open, okay? And when I had to include the characters, I had to get one more character into picture. And then I was like lost. How can I get this character into picture? And what will be the next part of the story? It troubled me a lot when I was thinking of writing this chapter. And I was not getting any answer. Then one fine day, after 2 days or 3 days, when I was not getting an answer by my own self, my children came from school. The elder one went to fresh up. The younger one was sitting, and I went to him and I told him, you know what, I'm stuck. I don't know how to go ahead. Can you tell me what should I do here? And he told, make the rat disappear. So let me tell you, there are 3 main characters in this book. One is a panda, a rat, and an eagle. And he told, let the rat disappear. And I was like, wow, that's something great. Curiosity. Keep the curiosity. You remember Mahenosh says, acceptance, openness. This is what NLP teaches us. Yes. So I told him, I got it. I got it. I think so. That story will really make a lot of difference today. Okay. I'll have a little water. So you want me to read it out?
The audience would love to listen to that, I'm sure.
Okay. So I'll just give you a background. As I told again, the story starts with a rat. The panda comes in, and then there is an entry of eagle. Now, if you see, these three animals are totally different characters. The habitat, and remember one thing, eagle and rats are prey and predators. Okay. So, bonds beyond prey and predators. So what happens is these three animals, this eagle joins the group and they had a good time with each other. And this is the next day morning. Bonds beyond prey and predators. You cannot fly like an eagle. No, sorry, not this. Sorry, no, just opened up. Okay. Shadows of doubt. If I doubt your intentions, I will never trust your actions. This is a quote from by Caldos. A dramatic and tense story unfolded as the morning sun bathed the forest in golden light. Panda, yawning and stretching. What a beautiful morning. I can't wait to continue our exploration with the rat and the eagle. Where's Rat? He's usually up by now. Rat was mysteriously missing. Panda, panicking. Rat, Rat, where are you? No response. Panda's worry grew. He scoured the jungle, asking every creature he met. Panda desperate. Have you seen Rat? Monkey shrugging. Nope, sorry. Snake hissing. I have seen nothing. Panda choking. Voice. Have you seen Rat? Porcupine shaking its head. No, sorry. I'm busy working on my burrow. Frog croaking softly. I haven't seen him. Panda's mind raced with worry, and suspicion grew like a shadow as the hours passed. He couldn't shake the nagging thought that the eagle might be involved. Panda thoughtfully. Could eagle have eaten rat? I mean, a rat is a small prey. I must find out what happened. Panda confronted eagle, his heart heavy with doubt. Panda accusing. Eagle, have you seen rat? Eagle taken aback. No, I haven't. Why do you ask? Panda suspicious. Rat's gone missing and you are a predator. Eagle hurt. Rat is my friend too. How can I hurt him? But even as Panda continued his search, he noticed something unsettling. The eagle was also frantically looking for Rat. Eagle anxious. Have you found Rat yet? Panda still suspicious. No, but I will. As the day wore on, Panda's relentless search yielded no results. Desperation clung to him like a shroud. Panda self-talk suspicious and tormented. Would the eagle have taken Rat? Is he hiding something? What if my dear friend is no more? Panda returned to where he last saw Eagle, his heart heavy with doubt. Eagle concerned. Any luck finding Rat? Panda regretful with biting words. No, but it's quite a coincidence, right? Rat goes missing and you claim to know nothing? Eagle pained. Panda, you wound me with your suspicion. I am innocent. Suddenly at that moment, squirrel chattering. I have seen the rat heading toward the riverbank. He seemed excited about something. Panda and eagle rushed towards the riverbank. Panda calling out, Rat, Rat, are you here? Eagle spotting something. Look, panda over there. They find rat perched on a tree branch, engrossed in observing a family of otters playing in the water. Panda relieved. Rat, there you are. We were worried about you. Rat startled. Oh, I'm sorry for causing concern. I just got caught up watching these fascinating otters. See them sliding down the riverbank, one by one, laughing and splashing water everywhere. It is like a carnival of happiness. Also, watch their ability to live in the moment. They are utterly absorbed in their play, not worrying about the world, and time seemed to froze for them. Panda and eagle nodding, yes. Panda relieved and guilty. Oh, eagle, I accused you. Eagle understanding it. It's all right. Sometimes we jump to conclusions. Fear can make us doubt even our dearest friends. All's well that ends well, I suppose. Eagle reflective. Panda, I have learned that love and friendship transcend boundaries. Thank you for teaching me that. Panda, touched. Your willingness to forgive has given me a newfound faith in the goodness of friendship. I have learned not to judge too quickly. We have built a bond on trust and love, which truly matters. Rat gratefully. Trust is the pillar of true friendships. Without it, we will be lost in the shadows of doubt. Under the jungle's starry canopy, the trio celebrated their reunion, wiser and closer than ever. The jungle night echoed the profound lessons that had learned. The destructive power of baseless suspicion, the strength of forgiveness, and the enduring bond of friendship. I just want to ask all of you present over here, how many doubts of suspicion has broken how many of your relationships? Have you ever forgiven or you have gone and asked forgiveness? And it was a rat who was missing. How many moments of your life have you missed? And how many moments and how many people in your life have you missed today because of these doubts? Just answer yourself. This book also have questions, reflective questions of journaling, which will really help you to look inside your inner self and discover so many answers and really change you to a person that you want to be. Thank you for giving me this chance to read the story. So you made me sing.
It was a blissful. I'm checking the comments over there, and everybody's loving it. And especially Pinaki is saying that I've already read the story. However, listening from the creator of the characters in her own voice and expressions makes a whole lot of difference to get all together. What a blissful opportunity. So thank you, Abida.
Thank you. Thank you, Pinaki. Thank you. It means a lot to me. And everyone over there, it means a lot to me. Because you're giving me your time and listening to my words, which means a lot.
Absolutely blissful. I'm at loss of words. Okay, so before we wrap up, just 4 or 5 questions, which is just rapid fire round, and you have to choose between this or that. So maybe, okay, let's begin. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I love this rapid. Yeah,
yes.
I think so. Your rapid fire will be really awesome. Yes.
Okay, cool. So writing or editing, what do you like more?
You have taken us through a journey where I enjoy both, to tell you the truth. Writing got out the author in me. Editing proved to me what is fineness means, what is beautifying means, what is reflecting means on your writing, and then changing it. So I love both the parts, I'd say. I just loved it.
Wow, wonderful. Okay, the next one, editing or marketing?
I'll go with editing. I think so.
Most the authors go with editing.
Yeah.
Seems like we are at with marketing.
Yeah. And I'll say I'm lucky my better half, the bitter half, I think he can take ahead with the marketing part of it because he's good. So he'll do that work. Yes.
Wow. Wow. Okay, with that, blog writing or story writing?
I'll say both here also, because I have recently started with blog, and blog has its own beauty, I'll say.
Yes.
Blog has to have a hook, which stories also have it. I'll not say it doesn't have it. Blog has a different path of it to carry. It is a new exploration. Stories, I can take it in a different way. Blogs, I can take it in a different way. And I can connect both the audience together. So I feel I am just getting into the steps of blog, and I'm loving it. And story was something which I always loved to write, or I can say narrate.
Yeah. Wonderful. Okay. So thriller or romantic fiction, what would you prefer to write?
Yeah. Oh, well, I have started with Enid Blyton and all.
Oh, wow.
Sydney Sheldon, Stephen King, Agatha Christie. So I'll say thriller. I love thrillers. I'm just
Wow.
crazy about thrillers. So I just love thrillers.
So we can expect one from you.
Oh, yeah, might be.
Okay. So what do you like, journaling or story writing, I mean?
See, story is something where I can narrate and people can take their learnings, or I can also take a learning from a story. Journaling is reflecting mostly on self, reflecting and getting out so many unanswered questions of yours, a dive inside that ocean and finding out that pearls. And if there is something which has to be removed from that ocean and thrown out, the waves will do that work. But you have to remove it from the depth of the ocean, that part that journaling does. So it finds out the pearls, and it even removes the unnecessary things and throws it out of the ocean. That's what I feel.
Wow, very beautifully described. Okay. Next book or no books?
Oh, the best part is people have already started asking me.
Wow.
Because my story ends at a point where it is a beginning of a new chapter. Just like what next, Kattappa ko Bahubali ne क्यों मारा, नहीं कहा कट्टप्पा ने बाहुबली को क्यों मारा, it is something like that way. So people have asked me, what next? We want to know more, because we want to know how the journey moves ahead from there. So I think so, yes, another book for sure.
Wow, eagerly waiting.
Thank you.
Okay, so thank you, Abida, for being here. And I really enjoyed Rapid Fire with you. And I'm sure that you must have enjoyed it as well. And before we wrap up, I guess there are a couple of questions in the chat box, which I'll just read out for you. It is from Teji ji. It's the same question. What made you choose the characters from the jungle to write the book?
As I told that, we all love animals, I feel, somewhere or the other. We love animals. Okay. And one thing I told, there will be no gender bias, no religion, no culture, no borders of countries, no names that will matter over there. Yeah. No gender, nothing. We are open to take the learnings. So that openness only comes in the world of animals. We human always bind ourselves with many things and differentiate ourselves from each other. So I think so the animals are the best example to start a book with.
Yeah, very, actually very noble thought. Like keeping it away and yet, giving the message. Very powerful way.
Thank you.
Yes. And since it is a Women's Day, before we wrap up, I would love to know what message you want to give to all the women out there and all the men who respect their women.
And all the men who
respect their women.
Yes. I'll say to all the women out there that this world is incomplete without men. Remember that. Without those men who love you, who respect you, who care for you. We need more such men. And such men can be born, can be cultured only by a woman. Okay? When a woman says that, when you have your children, a boy, please tell them how to be such men. And we'll have many more joyful Women's Day in the future. We will not have domestic violence. We will not have those tears which are never seen outside in the world. And men, I'll say that, remember one thing, you are our support. Be there. And we are also your support men. Be there for each other. Let us grow together. Let us make this world, I'll not say gender equality world, I'll say a world where we walk together hands in hand. Let's not search for gender equality. Let's look out for gender compatibility.
Wow, that's very deep and very profound, actually.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for bringing this up and shedding light on such a powerful thought.
And I'll say thank you, Heena, because, your questions, answering your question itself makes us realize so many things about our own self. Your questions are not a reflections for others. It's a reflection for self and then an awareness for others. And I'll say that today, taking the flow in a different way with respect to Women's Day, I know that till last night, you were busy like anything. You didn't have time to respond to a message also. And I never thought that you came here late evening to me and you told I might change the trend of the show today. So you gave time to give something beautiful to the world today on Women's Day. So I can say that in that small gap of your time, with all the challenges around you, you bringing up such questions for everyone over here. Thank you for that. I'm really thankful. I can say that everyone today who saw it should be really grateful for how much efforts Heena really puts in this. Thank you, Heena.
My pleasure. In fact, it's equal, I would say, not the other way around. That you guys give me the energy. It's like, the moment we decide on a date, my mind, even though I'm working here, there, everywhere, and doing my responsibilities and everything, there's this talk in my mind that, okay, I have to do it passionately. What is something which I can bring on the table, which can help people, or maybe in a smallest way possible, or maybe just it can become an insight for all of us together. So just to create that energy, that's the thought which always keeps on riding on my mind. And thanks to you, thanks to each one of you, including all the 11 authors, that each one of you has come up in their most powerful ways, in their own uniquely powerful ways, with their uniquely powerful books. So every book, every author has inspired me in a way that, if you have noticed the previous ones also, I have made best of my efforts to introduce them in a way that maybe not touches their heart, but yes, that comes from my heart directly. That's a token of respect from my side to all of you.
And I'll say you have brought the best authors out of us, because I have seen your journey as a coach, and I have seen that we were 11 with different characters, different backgrounds, different understandings. The way you blended us and made a necklace of pearl out of it. You blended all of us so beautiful. And I'll say that all the books are beautiful, what is written by all other authors too. And a must read for you over here, I'll say, is this. And if you're planning to write a book, then this too. So do buy this book. And Heena, I'll say thanks a lot for your guidance at every step, your patience at every steps, your acceptance of our thoughts. You accepted, and then you felt some difference. You put it in a very beautiful way and conveyed it to us, which never made the spirit go down. Thank you.
It has been a very blissful journey for me as well. So thank you so much for being here, for giving me the opportunity to walk together in your journey of writing. And it's not the end, it is just the start. Maybe the author to author series has got over, but there's a lot more to come. And stay tuned. Thank you so much to all of you, all our audience here, from the bottom of our hearts. And I absolutely know that you absolutely love this. So leave the comments over there, and you can reach out to Abida. I will be changing the group description and will be putting her book link over there. You can go, and you can also contact her through maybe mail or Instagram or whatever social media profile she's providing to you. And yes, have a talk with the author, open your heart to them, read their books and tell it to them, so that they know that they have made a difference, even to one single person. That's our trophy. Thank you so much to each one of you. We'll meet again. Thank you.
Thank you, Heena.
Thank you.